Okay, it's working. Hello, greetings, salutations, and what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another Star Jettison stream with me, of course, your host, Angel Star of the Star Jettison, and I'll be 100% real with you, I am super tired right now, because I did it! I finished the newest video in time before Friday, and I know it's Wednesday. But exporting that sucker was roughly like a 2 to 3 hour job. 500 megabytes, that's almost 5 gigs of exporting. There was a lot of editing for that video, and I will generally say, I hope you're excited for Friday for my Donkey Kong Country movie concept. But I won't show it today, or I won't really show it on stream because, well, that's more of a thing you'll have to wait for. I don't want to hide everything behind the paywall or the like, but I hope you're stay tuned on Friday, 9 a.m. Though, weirdly enough, most of the viewers come on the weekend. I don't know why. YouTube's algorithm is weird. But either way, let's talk about Ace Attorney E right now. As, believe it or not, last week, I actually finished Case 4, and turns out that was actually the final mainline story case. And the case we're going on right now is Case 5, which is actually a post-game case. Like, from what I've gathered, without spoilers, obviously, because I have no idea what we're going to go against, this is probably one of the longest cases from what viewers have told me. And also, it was actually added on the DS version and wasn't a part of the original Game Boy Advance version of Ace Attorney. That was available exclusively in Japan. Oh, hang on, I gotta mute myself for a sec. My bad, turns out it was a wrong number. Anywho, Case 5 is the post-game game, and you asked me to do it, and this will be what we'll be playing throughout the bi-weekly basis. And then when we're done with this case, we're basically done with the first Ace Attorney. Then we'll take a break, and then I will marathon all the Metroid Prime titles on the bi-weekly schedule until we beat Mario and Luigi, and that's what we'll do until Metroid Prime 4. You guys okay with that? I'll take that as a maybe. But either way, we gotta lawyer up and bring the law to our side. As we go from Rises from the Ashes, which does not have Turnabout in it whatsoever. Which is weird considering all the other cases had Turnabout in some way. Well, let's play. And of course, I'll be doing funny voices. Ooh. Very cinematic. Is that rotoscoping? What the? Is that Mia? No. Couldn't be. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. Oh yeah, Maya left to go continue her training, so I guess Maya won't be a part of this story. So I guess I can't do my Maya voice, which is basically all my other VML voices, because I can't do one, unfortunately. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. You know, I'm surprised he didn't take any other offers. I mean, he needs to make money. I mean, the whole Von Karma thing would definitely make Phoenix super famous as a lawyer. The man who not only defeated Von Karma in a trial, but also confirmed he was a killer for a case that was unsolvable for 15 years. I mean, that's got to give you high praise, honestly. February 22nd, Ravenclaw offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Whoa! Well, you're not Maya, but you definitely look more like a scientific Gyaru. So I'm gonna give you a what kind of voice should I give her? Let's see. I'm gonna give her like a Joyzy accent. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous attorney, Mia Fey. Mia's been dead for like months now. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I think they were more referring to Mr. Edgeworth that time. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh. Aw. Maya. Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Alright, let's see what you got. Emma, was it? So, you're a scientific investigator? Yeah, that's right. It's something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of jumpy or just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So, what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. Science! Science! Yeah, science. Fun fact, I've never actually seen Breaking Bad. Those types of shows, I just can't, my brain just kind of just turns off. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal. Albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister.
My sister asked for Mia specifically.
This Mia Fey person.
This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school? Huh.
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. Must be close.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's really harsh. Alright, let's go talk to this person. February 22nd, Detention Center. Visitor's room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want any visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or do you not want to raise this? Or do you not want to raise this year? Understand, ma'am. What was that all about? Lady, you need a turn.
Hi, Lana.
Funny. They seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing?
Look, I don't want to come here either, okay? But you try it tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney.
I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Whoa. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? She looks just like Mia. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. A prosecutor? You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one lawyer. Sounds dirty. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. Danger zone. I mean, they're just like...
Is something wrong, Mr. White?
Whoa. There's something you should know from the start. Which is... the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh?
Wait, but the suspect is...
Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, if it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is Oh no, is it Gumshoe?
A detective?
Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. But you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh.
What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
Lana? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is.
Huh?
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she?
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he was very little in common with Mia.
Hey!
It was in law school. I was in my third year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Not that the other thing would have been okay. Not that the other thing wasn't so bad either. We're very open-minded.
I was the best there was. Oh.
I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None.
But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself.
Oh.
I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So, how could you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Oh. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. Huh? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana's confessed to the crime, yes. Something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know?
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. Oh, man. That's a little harsh, Nick. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not.
Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
Alright. Underground parking lot. Ooh, there's already something suspicious in the ground. So this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone, keep up the good work!
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner?
Partner?
Oh, you're not Gumshoe. Oh, great. We got a cowboy, and I got another, and I already did my cowboy accent, and with Lotta. Oh well.
What do we have? What do we have here? I'll do my prosecutor. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the range or something no good. Ain't coming right. Oh, gotta learn to keep them dogs. Oh, he's tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall!
Ooh, Marshall. It's more like a sheriff to me.
Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
This hot cream out there doing with a mother load of evidence. Rah. If you're thinking to match up with us, you ready, partner.
Oh, he even did the gunshot noise.
You know what dream the gang died there in the dead dream? You wanna know?
What's this guy talking about? It kind of worked with the accent I gave him. He sounds like he has something in.
You head on home now. Happy trail, Bambina.
Was that a hombre, a friend of yours?
Kind of, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff in the Wild West? Who thinks he's a sheriff in the Wild West, it seems. Alright. Door?
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I'm not sure that door means doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Roy, you need to learn to enjoy your life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we?
Aha, a ladder.
That's a stepladder.
What's the difference in scientific terms, please?
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Roy.
This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Ooh, a phone.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Actually, that might be that might be an important element of the case.
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
You could see the whole parking lot from in here.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's go check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my scientific test the other day.
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Alright, let's figure out what this thing is. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer?
Oh, wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at the crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that scientific? It's like that to me. Foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside.
I called to duty already. Yeah, I'm called to duty already, in at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you a trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay, now, look at the court record.
Okay.
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out by pressing the E button.
Oh. Oh, thank God it's not Gumshoe. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 58412189.
See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
Well, I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. I just opened this guy's wallet. Goodman's ID.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I have to be on my toes from now on. Name and ID are written here.
I wonder why they only use some numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
That is silly. There'd be a reason we have a written language in the first place.
True.
Sergeant Bruce Goldman. And ID Yabba Dab. See? Wouldn't that be better?
Yabba Dab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point.
It doesn't take much to amuse her. Alright. Oh, examine, doy. Guess I can't.
This is where the cars leave the lot.
The air on the ground makes it more like the entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose.
Aha! The theory of relativity.
What?
I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was the name? Oh, like the theory of relativity. Like, that's a name. Oh, boy. Oh, what's this?
This wall is in our way.
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Whoa! Oh, he looks like a little wacky wave arm flailing tube man.
Well, no time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, look like you got no Daniel going on, Wiley.
You again. Sheriff.
I able boy here on Arkley. You better be mowing your lawn unless you're buying a bullet.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Could you tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, the little fella's got a little nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with a body of little Sally?
Please.
No problem about time for victuals anyway. Get yourself in a saloon on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Mind if I find your very room wide?
Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is, and when, for that matter?
Note to self, look up Vettel Saloon in Cerveza.
Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office.
Hey, can't stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, but I'll keep your body off your grave.
Right, great.
Wait, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's go check it out.
Excuse me. Where are you two all us? Oh! What's this? She couldn't be...
You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene.
Ooh, bento.
Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have a clearance.
Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even in my days, as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Yeah, that's not a name you should be proud of. I don't think. Cough-up, huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets.
Secrets?
Oh, she might be the witness. Dear me, are you a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
You mean you're the witness? My sister was talking about?
Please, cough up. Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Oh, that is a hilarious accident. Oh, no, now oh, that is like the funniest coincidence. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, that is funny. Oh, my. Context. Thanks. But for those of y'all know, if you've been on this channel long enough, I go by Angel Star. Her name's Angel Star with 2 R's at the end. That is like hilarious. I see now why you guys wanted me to play this case. For one, it's a very interesting case already, and 2, that is also like the funniest coincidence in the world. Because again, never played Ace Attorney, and the fact that there's a character named Angel Star is just so funny to me. Hey, Stormy! Look who I just ran into. Ooh. Yes. That is so funny. Don't you go forgetting it. Yeah, not happening. Not happening, considering the name of the channel. Consider the name of the host of this channel. Oh. BRB. What do you mean? And the back. And also, what do you mean by the English version? What's her name in Japanese? Also, someone is at the door. Or someone that the dog was really excited to see. Oh, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yapes, she means it. Alright. First things first, we should probably examine the car. Oh, wait, we can't. I guess we'll just talk to Angel. Oh, right here. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. That probably makes sense. But still, it's still funny that her name's Angel Star. The only difference between my name and hers is the fact it's one word, and she has two R's at the end.
Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blacking the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this? Evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! Kyoka Ichi no Tani. Ichi no Tani. I know Ichi means one. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proved that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Oh, really?
Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So she could just be lying. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they saw when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you really saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties as the world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears.
She's saying it really calmly.
And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife.
Wait a second, you know Lana Sky?
Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light.
Why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Alright, Angel.
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, mister? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import one of the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a tribute's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? In the glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here, wait, I'll drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, your Miss Star, our lunch vendor, with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not. Actually, she might be onto something. Because I don't trust Star, or for the slightest. Not even with that little octopus hot dog necklace of hers. Do you have a bad experiences with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense a hostility.
Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they are, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
Ew. I can tell that smells funky. Just by getting an understanding. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some part of the legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up, Queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Well, I guess we can't really go check out the truck anymore. Oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy, I can't even budge it.
The drum over there is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here, do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
Alright. Let's head to the High Prosecutor's office. Whoa. High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Huh.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What? That shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like that. Whoever else it is, they must be a real stuck-up joke.
Phoenix Wright,
I have a feeling.
you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice. I knew it! This is his... Oh, don't tell me he's the High Prosecutor. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh, you know him from somewhere?
Oh, you know him from somewhere?
Oh, of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and,
Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Roy. He...
Hey, don't blame me.
We were just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in a nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it?
Wait, what?
What? Your car?
I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car?
Go ahead and say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean...
Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again.
No, that didn't sound forced at all.
Ah, now I remember it. You've really grown. I'll admit that it was a surprise for me, too. To think my own car would become the scene of a murder.
Oh, man. I hope you got that thing insured.
More surprisingly still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
I can understand. Wait, what did you say?
Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
You? Mr. Edgeworth?
Ah, that sucks.
To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember at a time there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, alleging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you,
Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
What? That's crazy.
Some people need a very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
What?
Some of them even go so far as to threaten me with toys like this. They think it's funny.
Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one.
Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes. We worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
That's right, I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet.
Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
And why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife!
What? What? Mr. Edward, your knife was the murder weapon?
To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car.
The murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces the victim's blood, no prints. Interesting. Wait, but that doesn't seem right. If she did get stabbed, there would be signs of her prints somewhere. Unless the... Edgeworth?
What?
Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Alright, let's check around his office.
My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before.
And besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy.
Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée?
Oh, old bag. I don't think so. Wendy Oldbag, she's a fan of Edgy. Nice window.
Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
I guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds.
That's handy to know.
Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set.
I got more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at that royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction.
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Alright. Check out...
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up to my chest, but it looks like a blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The red knights have surrendered the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out this poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edward must have been an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges, surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. It's just a happy coincidence.
Whoa, they are all case foils. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
Must be someone... He must have someone get them for him.
Yeah, that checks out. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Huh. Never knew he could be a height person. A work desk. It's quite tiny, as one might expect.
One nice desk, easier to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection.
Strange. Why did I just...
Maybe I'll take the name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Because he's a lawyer. I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
Meh, a prosecutors.
Huh? What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They say that you're the best prosecutor each year. What, so?
So that K, that's...
K stands for king.
Yeah, got a problem with that? I did design the thing.
King of prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better.
Given Edgewood King of Prosecutors on the at the PD on the day of the murder. Didn't Angel mention and something about King of Prosecutors?
So there's the king of prosecutors here, huh?
Well done, Edgeworth.
Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud of the king to be king of the king of prosecutors.
Congratulations, king of prosecutors.
Please stop saying that.
That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of his shield broken off? Oh, that
Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa.
sofa like this make me want to curl up and take a nap.
I bet he pulls over his case files until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as his pillow.
I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working.
I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases on his cheeks from the seams.
Is she having like a little daydream fantasy of him?
He's so cool.
Sofa hair is cool.
Wow, the jacket's even lacier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind it, and why it's in a frame.
Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
Maybe I'll be annoyed and take a picture.
She's getting way too excited about this. Well, nice to see that she's got a fan. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why is that?
I had to go to the police department to receive this broken shield.
Police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah?
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter?
Sorry, I yawned. Still sleepy from last night.
I've got more important things to worry about.
All right.
He doesn't seem to be concerned about his award for the better or for the worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day at the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple.
What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing in the wild.
Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I've always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any... Weirdly enough, there's no fingerprints on the... Huh? What's this?
Hey, check it out. There's a Metaploid in here.
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner.
Hey, yeah, that's probably it.
Now, where he's from, he must be an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Karma sometime.
When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. I guess that's all we're gonna get from this. Okay, I guess let's just move back to the parking lot. Can you take a look at this? Yes? Nope, this wasn't it. Nope. There must be something I'm missing. Ah, the day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sought to find all evidence for solved cases. We call evidence transferal.
Why do your hands of all cases, in other words?
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and reward for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got the shield?
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 12. I'm 12.
Wait, 5:12? Wasn't he murdered? It must have been around the time of the murder. Yeah, I think that was like 3 minutes before the murder. That's very precise.
People like myself need to age with prior sales on our own precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place no faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Record of the parking prosecutor's office entered at lot 5 at 5:12 p.m.
This is the parking stuff for the underground lot. The murder
took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, right? I appreciate if you direct this suspicious glare elsewhere.
Oh, who are you?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation's going at all.
Sky, sir. No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
Huh?
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, but sir? I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I was aware of the particular...
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
He seems pretty meek.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck without raise next month.
But, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck.
Right.
Yes, sir. Guy, caught me off guard.
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective, and from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. Used to be a finally calm down at least. Alright. Alright, to the police department. Oh.
We finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Oh, hey, did he become an official mascot?
Disturbing. What does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. You're trying to make him a police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Roy, you sure know a lot about about the police. But still, it does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. What's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. Sure is running over there fast.
Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
Hey, Gumshoe, you're okay. I actually thought it was you who got stabbed for a second there. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there?
What? Oh, well.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Let's examine this badger.
I was worried about that.
What? Oh, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief put together some designs, I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies.
Poor Blue Badger, fair dance until he drops.
The work of art designed by the chief. Ooh, that could be probably work of art in quotations. If it's evidence, then it might be a key to solving this case. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, down on one.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looks like the person in these posters. They hardly ever look human.
She has a point. Alright.
I always get excited when I go to the police station.
Why is that?
I just feels like I've been jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny. I thought they were just talking about the weather. Looks like the patrolman is saluting to the other guy. He must be a detective. And I say, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. And then I said, hey,
you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy.
That's hilarious, sir. Unless I oughta cried.
I guess he wasn't saluting, he was just wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair. Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. He says she summoned the detective from the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against it.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak for you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative to the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister!
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir!
Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranking people are being led into criminal affairs now. Lowest ranking guys in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting anyone else rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So I thought you'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief police himself is directing this investigation, pal.
Oh, the cowboy?
An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman is in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Found Miss Edgeworth's car. Found Miss Edgeworth's car. Stabbed Miss Edgeworth's knife, huh? Who would drive a chief prosecutor's car to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean. I'm sure, of course, someone else really did. Someone must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the sword ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is this award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. I'm Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this?
Well, hey pal, this is Detective's ID card. You can't keep that. You have to turn into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
I mean, Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Sound familiar? Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman? He's the victim?
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Alright. So this ID belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was evidence transferable for a case he was handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. In Lana's confession,
And Lana's confessing as much.
he's in a tough spot again.
Again?
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth always had unusually strong ties to the department high-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under this. He was under the gun.
Anyway, his latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the...
Why aren't you handling the case, Mr. Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Allows Barry to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Let's take a good look at that.
Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter.
Maybe it was a letter or something for Gumshoe.
Let me see. Annual bonus $20.
I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Alright, so let's head back. February, back to the prosecutor's office. Looks like the investigation is still going.
I have to get.
So
It looks like I ought to be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dream tonight, then, baby.
Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, man, Mina? You looking for like a doggy that lordy earth.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to be put in charge of a crime scene.
There's something I want to ask you.
I seen a crime, a cold grave of man who ever lost their dream. And me, I watch over at that sleep, dreaming the desert's hard judgment.
He's asleep?
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Alright. Present? Would you mind reading this for me?
What did I want you to find that to me go right in my inner bedroom?
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. You holding a birthday bar or something?
Huh?
Look, where's the damn letter of introduction? It says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries, that proves it from the dead Gumshoe bear than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Well, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by Detective O'Hare?
Well, folks, the crews are calling. Welcome to our Ghost Strike. Be like yourself a rock out there for an ain't unknown. Manifest destiny. They damn hootin' in it.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling lane. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Alright. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men all will die. Remember that, Palmer.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, Roy.
Well, aren't you if I did dog out here now? That woman was there here at 5:15. Smiley Madonna told me to tell.
I think he means a witness, Miss Angel Starr.
One damage and one fine paid to work. They hear the opt out of the wall.
Death due to one knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So he was stabbed around. So he was stabbed around 4, and then died around 5:15. Wait, that doesn't make sense though. That would mean that someone. So that would have meant that someone stabbed him an hour prior, and then she ran into him around 5, bleeding out. So that would probably make more sense.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
My age of married that Bambina. They bought your kind of big woman. Had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common.
They apparently worked together on a cane for your bar.
So there's no motive.
Maybe wasn't particularly good detective. That one reason why he didn't do much work with the fire.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, Roy. Here, to this parking lot?
Oh, they like on and all my man do it right out at high noon.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know what Voltes V Legacy is, though. And sorry if Marshall's voice sounds really, really southern. Very cowboyish. Well, like that one guy from Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
Call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago and there the truth.
Oh, really? Now he telling me.
Well, you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing get by you, right, Bambino?
So why
are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hair right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the midnight.
That's odd, though. Dick Gumshoe was saying you had nothing to do. Ooh, nothing important, at least.
It's nothing but that old cow dog. They always invited down. Maybe everybody run on with the Edgeworth. That anyway.
Edgeworth.
That cow dog been kicked out of the cow run by order of chief police. Just he don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation?
I thought she'll do the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A door or not, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't you like him, right? We get the point. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think about what it is.
Let me guess. Did it have a cake with the King of Detectives on it?
Hey, could they use the same shield over and over?
Notice that the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know what they got in cheaper every penny year, I tell you. Alright, come by, I got 3.
Huh?
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what you do with niggas.
Remind me to never visit Texas.
5:12 p.m. Prosecutor Bright Red Steed came in the trot real slow right.
Trot?
My Madonna telling me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her friend to ride on his bright red horse.
So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Alright.
What's that? Some sort of really bad boy?
This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away at the crime scene.
Well, this is in this right hole. If you got him, then go get yourself Texas.
Yeah, I don't know about live adaptations sometimes. Like, there are good ones, but anything from the Disney archive is definitely bad. Texas?
There's a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with a tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre?
Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas.
There's no better way to study. You'd hang out with the pros.
Alright, let's check out that. Let's examine that side now. Looks like one of the barrels. No. This is where the.
This rope. Is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
Gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to buy.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Alright. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park.
I like to see the Lunchland car over there fall in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. And let's check this little bad boy. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else who could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right. Let's check it out. Alright.
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has a different taste, you know.
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
I see the series is popular with the kids. Oh, hello.
This phone is still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. If you press the blue button and display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
I disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know when people from... You never know with people from your generation.
What do you mean by that? Whatever, let's check this one out. Alright. What's the redial number? Oh, that's kind of interesting, you know. It's really interesting to find foreign shows.
Note to self, the defense attorney doesn't think first, but he pushed the button.
Hey, that song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over here?
So sorry.
I see you, partner. You bred redial down there phone, do you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? I was on the ground over there.
Who is it? They belong to D-Block, you're the guy.
What? It's my sister's?
Yeah, barely dropped it when you were taking in the country right into the crime. Look, the last call me was right when the murder occurred. Looked like he was fixing the car on one. Maybe he don't want to both of who ain't going this.
Who did she call?
No, I heard. Sorry, partner. No, question for you. Pardon. I heard phone ringing on now. One of those newfound ring dunes.
Oh, that, oh... I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that damn partner.
Uh-oh, I have incited the wrath of a Lone Star patrolman. Property last call was made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. I think we've examined basically everything in here. Oh, wait.
A block, the series reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are regulated to bebop.
I dream of a day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block and buy a hamburger from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving you my job that soon. Huh. That's very political stuff. Not my expertise. Alright.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister?
That's right, bud. There's a gold mine of everything here.
Huh. Go figure.
And that's a barbarian tomorrow, no, and then they're working well. I was ready to their face to tie by me. Man,
Officer Marshall,
yeah, but Mira,
how can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about?
yeah. I apologize, Mira. Some of them must have gotten to me. Maybe that dry wind they had blown through the property robbery.
Dryland or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who?
It's a bit about me where I've been flying around for near to here now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He won't be able because he did whatever I told him.
Won't be able to is until you met.
I'm very until he met you.
Well, rumors are just rumors, aren't they? There are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
Oh, my voice is really dry. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. That's better. My throat was killing me.
If you want a rumor about anywhere to the shore, you find one person, but they're off limits. Honorable my head.
One person? Who?
Hate to say it, but it's your sister, Bambina. She prosecuted a land guy.
What? My sister?
And we're gonna run all those cow by himself. Some people load their gun bullets, some people load them with deals.
What you're saying, Edward was making deals to win trials?
Where their guns out, they're bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Lee was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Alright. Nope. 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 We did already talk. Nope. I'll tell you one thing, it's quite the puzzle. Oh, Edgeworth's not here. Hmm.
My sister's cell phone.
The last time we you Bobby D arrived to go on well. Maybe we'll gain a later day one or not.
Why did Lana make that call? Maybe sees Bruce Goodman, 36 male, day of burn, 32 first between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood and chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab was found. This is quite the conundrum. Oh yeah, I should probably check this ticket. Miles Edgeworth 712. This is the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgewood parked his car. If only it held up at the top, a couple extra red lights.
It kinda is, but originally it was just more like... It depends on like what mechas... Mechas are usually different depending on how they usually handle situations. Gundam was always about... Oh, Gundam was more serious... Like, maybe the old school ones at the time, but like, ever since Gundam came out, Gundam was always about like the emotional storytelling, the harsh realities, and what... Like, and how governments handle certain and political stances on robots in war. At least from what the series I've watched. But they're also like the hardest things to design, so I think the people who make those toys also suffered dearly.
He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
But weird, if he was dying around... But the murder had to take place before he parked his car.
Perhaps it just goes to show you don't know what happens when you run a yellow light.
I think I'm missing something. What? Oh! What's this? It looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
Goodman. 67S. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above it. Goodman. Maybe he fell out of his pocket while he was killed?
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for detective reasoning to go for Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what that means either. Victim's memo found in a car trunk.
Well, how you doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
That's true. I think if you want my personal opinion, and when people originally create these types of stories, it's out of passion. But over time, when other people are in charge, or when it comes to corporate greed, it's all about the money. I mean, just look at the Powerpuff Girls reboot. That was god awful, and that was made just to sell toys. That's why they had those. That's why they gave them stand powers. Even though they really did no actual crime fighting. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the by, Emma.
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Property owner's got a last call the day of the murder. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. We'll probably find out more in the court. Well, I'll tell you one thing, it definitely took me a while for me to find all that evidence. And we're already in the 2 hour, we're already almost at the 2 hour mark. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing's a big gray area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? Defense attorneys should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they were suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, it was Green Lantern powers. Yeah, my bad. But they acted. I just thought of like ghost energy, and I was like stands. I mean, like Hermit Purple is technically not a soul. It's just like vines, so it's almost like Green Lantern powers in a way. My first trial without Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
You got me. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Yeah, we're doomed. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Hedgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial.
I hope that professional feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of saying it.
The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Miss Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in a prosecutor's parking official lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like convinced into everything.
However, she will not pay for her rashness of her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecutor calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
The cough-up queen?
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down.
And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl.
Thanks.
Will the witness state your name and profession?
And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts! I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does this pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, no.
Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it.
Yeah, some people... Well, yeah, fish eggs. A bit weird, but I don't eat a lot of fish, though. Oh, family has some noteworthy allergies to shellfish. So we kind of steer clear for the most part. But I've had raw salmon. Pretty good.
I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry up!
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth said to the court, I am a professional.
Well, what exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police.
Oh, she was a cop?
She was a first-rate homicide detective.
Huh. Go figure.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Ah, I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Yeah, there's no way I'll ever try caviar in my life. Not because it sounds gross, but because it's expensive.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into two parts. The A block is for the prosecutor office's professional. The B block is for visitors and clients. The chain divide separates the two blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim and with a knife that went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was the valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot?
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright,
I can't agree on principle. Your Honor.
It seems that some proof losers are unwilling to tell the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
if you can, then give them yours, Miss Starr.
Wait, are they talking about me? The witness's account.
Somehow I knew a day would come like this. I knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finally home detective's intuition at work. And through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing
next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Wait, that can't be right, but there's no fingerprints.
Bring your lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there was no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, the cross-examination. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The Lancelate's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erase inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something professional against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by the prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired?
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro. I am a pro. You know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
This boyfriend, he's the detective. He's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
Oh wow, she's a hustler.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room... Okay. The security guard room is a lot in Block A. It's up to the second level, so you can see everything from there. That'll be the room with the security sign.
Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. I sense something. Perhaps it was a family home.
You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like how you would say, oh yeah, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese not yet tangy, he will experience on the streets, a greenhorn.
I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with an odor of a old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stir in the back of my mind. Through the white fence, I saw the chief prosecutor stand next to a garish car.
By a garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife of which the victim was stabbed, it was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant?
I saw her no further than 30 feet. Hang on, I want to check something.
Yeah, she could that might be a little... Actually, that might be a little true. No, yeah, she could probably see it. Could she?
Either way, I'm certain it was her.
She's telling the truth. We're doomed.
We just know what we can. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have proof. We can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly say the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, are you a biased witness?
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crisp on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to a lowly lunch late, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suspect that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, prosecutor? Think again.
Hmm?
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Milana Sky. And she's wearing gloves, too. Oh, damn it.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
The chief prosecutor was holding...
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
in her right hand.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgewood? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify it as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Tell the courtroom why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise a knife and strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, I was already too late.
Too late.
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What now? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
There's something I'm missing. Let's see what we have evidence. Nope. This is a bit problematic. Wait a minute. Was I waiting to the lunch boyfriend? I see. Which car? She prosecutor was holding. Her right hand.
Hey! Sir!
Don't.
I was on my other girlfriend when I sensed something impressive. Garage car. She could have seen it, so she took the... Wait a minute. I get... Let's see. Chief prosecutor was laying a night. Prosecutor means your welfare's location. At that moment, the prosecutor brought... Actually, I'm gonna probably save it. Because if we mess up, we're gonna have to try again. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear on the finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But, isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Miss Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection?
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yeah, it was still stronger than you ever female mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Miss Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment and before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how can you tell that?
Blood spatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains in the chief prosecutor's coat?
It's a black and white, but it's a black and white photograph.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Ah, you've got a better idea. Object. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm pretty sure I understood it, but good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Scott was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would you have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
What? That's not good.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves?
Cops also admitted as evidence then when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one could make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. She can prove this claim. Trial's already over. But I think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Alright, let's see. It died around... Let's see. It's either the autopsy or the parking stub.
It's only a flesh, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else? I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to Gar's car. Remember his plan. The rubber gloves prove it. Gonna save again. Nope. Okay, so... Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Nope. There's something I'm missing. Nope. All right. Not even. Oh, come on. Oh, the knife. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know? That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. Sorry, I'm thirsty.
What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon? A red car? All belonging to the prosecutor there? Ben is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Well, Mary, prosecutors bad people. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. Was that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh? This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
What?
Order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Oh! What?
I hope you aren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah! The prosecution can care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there.
Huh?
The defendant let a guy murder a detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution needed proof. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now. Angel's deduction.
Lana Scott intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor has a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to a plunge the knife again and again. Wait a minute.
But they haven't. Wait. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office? It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill a deliverable?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine. This.
Wait a minute. She said again and again, but the autopsy stated it was only one stab wound.
This way.
Yaha! You said she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my surprise.
I'm afraid the mouse is going under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
Dude, I'm right here. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness?
I got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw when you thought it was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like hot blood to me. That's how I knew how gassy the whole scene was.
Red muffler? Her red muffler?
Yeah, it's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she could be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose.
She's right.
This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Wait, isn't that odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. She's not wearing a glove. She's not wearing one.
Or a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood in her chest, on her chest.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr is entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? In short time, she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. In short, Wick burns are the fastest as a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and eventually your short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly careless. Congratulations. Perhaps you've finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgewood prevails. What about my Egyptian chopped liver? But it was here. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness was giving us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and have apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part? The part where your sister
stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's when you had me confused in my earlier testimony. Chief Prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Are you quite determined about the scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, Cobra's kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright weakens poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. I pray this one, a leper woman.
Wow.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You're cross-examining, if you will.
Something isn't right. Right. Let's press. You said quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her details. Press her.
I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe.
Lunch lady was. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. Aha! So you witnessed the murder from here. What would make you... That would make it about 30 feet away from your car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. Cough up Queen Lunch Lady Athlete indeed.
I would have taken her. It would take a little time to climb over the fence. She could have just gone my sister that... So she couldn't have gone to my sister that fast.
Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet too. So how did Miss Sky not get away?
Oh, yes.
Hmm. So you never saw this muffler?
Witness?
So the photograph proves you couldn't have seen it.
That's true. Miss Star is acting strangely. But she makes mistakes of scar for blood spatter. And now she says she didn't even see any scarf.
She doesn't strike me as the kind of witness to make careless mistakes either. So what did Miss Star see down in the parking lot? So Miss Sky, did you try to run? There I am. Hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna make a present. Nope. This just saves us more time. Okay, there's gotta be something. Hmm. Oh. The suspect is to run behind a partition. Hold on. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means
this wall next to the con.
that's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She's obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what do you do then?
She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard was you say the word muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see?
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Daw.
Chief prosecutor for attempt to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 518.
I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone instead.
Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Ah, I was going to ask the same thing.
I only said this one time, so listen closely, rookies.
chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Chief prosecutor made the escape. Twiggy. She made to escape? Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a doll of lard on a pate au foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on the side of the scene of the crime.
But it's strange.
What's that?
If she wanted to escape, why did she run the other way?
The other... Ah! The parking lot entrance.
That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries.
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So this guy tried to run.
I'm sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. White.
Not sorry as I am.
But she didn't do it. You have to believe me.
The murder suspect attempted to run behind a partition. Ah, yes, I arrested her. I saw it all. She tried... but had to use her cell instead. Okay. Okay, there's gotta be... Let's present the cell phone and see what happens. Nope. Wait a minute. No, map. There we go. Miss Starr, I have concluded that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with Chief Prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime at this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly see Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of the partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it.
What?
Order, order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Grr.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's what the counter-argument claims. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... what she's... what she saw. Let's try what she saw. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using that emergency phone.
It seems hard to imagine. How could she have? Very logical.
What's the matter, Star? You can't get cat got your lunchbox?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that?
Huh?
Why would she say that my sister tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why lie about something so insignificant?
Oh, dang, she's right.
Maybe she really didn't use... Maybe she really did see her try to use this emergency phone?
I see no room for doubt here.
You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
Ah, damn it. One more try. The order of events. Maybe the order of events? She lied about the order of events. Miss Sky used the emergency phone before the murder. I see. Okay, then. You know what? Let's go. Okay, one, two, skip a few. Come on. I should have done the middle one to begin with. Where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie.
I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now there's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever woodsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All this testimony is we've heard until this point only went one direction. It had to be in Block A. So let's try. I think it's highly likely that is where she was. You think?
It's highly likely.
The caveat to stance.
Her bearing wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, wait a minute. The security room? This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
Indeed, the security room is underground. Parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you could see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? But why there? There are so many other places she could have been that have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime was the back of the partition in here. I remember your testimony. You said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could have be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure her justice prevails. guilty. She talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crimes at the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what your reason was, Miss Wright. Mr. Wright?
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied that she was she saw it from B block.
It must be a file different. What? What would change? Angle of view of to the crime. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime would occur.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of more 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why?
Damn it. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright. Sometimes I feel stupid with this game. Distance of the crime. Saving so we can load. Distance from the crime. It changes the difference between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans is quite clear. The distance between the scene of crime 3 feet. I don't see how you could change what you see.
What she saw was not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime.
Huh?
Miss Star, you witnessed the crime at the security guard station. But how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch to my fresh boysenberry jam and fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry to your boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime out from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
So she seriously... Yeah, I don't believe that.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking and in B block.
That's quite a detour. And she did that in heels.
It would probably taken me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, we have to do something.
Do I have any evidence? Stop this. Raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witness and the murder and the rest. Think about it. You could make pasta in the amount of time. If you like it al dente. I got lunchbox without top pasta and nuts, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange?
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. He even had picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Yeah.
Well then, seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and the blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appears to have overestimated the witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
I'm afraid that the Corfolk Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Hold it. Mr. Edgewood, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist on me.
I prefer not to take defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of their trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's going on? She's going to point out that her lunchbox this time. Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
The shoe? What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems
so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hmm?
Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of forensic departments. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
No!
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that the evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. The enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Wait a minute. The shoes, they're not the right color. She has black shoes, not white.
And now the marriage.
Okay, I'm gonna save. Because it's gonna get royally annoying. Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence.
What?
This shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit.
Order, order.
You're claiming there's a contradiction with this shoe?
As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime.
Very well, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say about this shoe.
What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Show us the problem with the evidence. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Not on the bottom. Note that the bottom of the shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Ah! Huh. As you can see, there were no traces of any footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order. Well, witness?
Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint?
Oh, it's true. That's true. There wasn't to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back on what she told us as about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but efforts were in vain.
She knocked... Oh, the water.
I thought it was strange, nothing for the normally could chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that? I'm not sure I'd like to think your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness? Well? Was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What's that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason.
Ah ha ha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for the one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains we found and would have become evidence against her.
What?
That ties things quite nicely. That bloodstain left on the victim's shoe will tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase her telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
Reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't you say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Hell, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it.
But
Enough! There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh, me?
Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are. You say my sister hit Evans by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. A lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
The time for deliberations has passed. Any further comments will be held in the kid's end of court.
Your threats don't scare me, the cough-up queen. Look at this. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had a gall to suggest. Wait a minute. That the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error with this evidence.
That's not good.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at that asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the courtroom's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt and take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at the photograph, the last one submitted. The trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've got this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court this photograph.
Wait a minute. The body. It's not... Well, it's probably here, don't you think?
As your elder, Mr. Wright, let me give you a piece of advice.
Damn it. I think... Alright.
Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically.
Wait a minute. What's this? The problem with this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see. What's this suspicious-looking claw sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. This is mine. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth muffler is related to the case. Not the phone. I want to say the photograph. Well, Your Honor, how do you feel about that? I mean, what do you think about the... Damn it! Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. So we think this piece of cloth. Oh, the phone, duh. Why didn't I think of that? Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I was arrested here, she mentioned the muffler. That's what me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler?
Arrgh.
Yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually the exhaust pipe?
If so, that means the piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh. Woo.
Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we would disservice to the law. We have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry? Oh, this is a pretty long case, and I think this is probably where we're going to take things.
this is probably where we'll be taking a break for now, because, truth be told, I am also hungry. But I hope you enjoyed your time here with the Ace Attorney, and ooh, this is a long case. And let's see if we can figure out what we need to solve together. We'll come back in a couple of weeks. He says next week is, of course, Mario and Luigi, but of course you can also watch my other streams on twitch.tv, where tomorrow I'll be playing a title called Neighbor Suburban Warfare, and of course Friday night will be the grand finale of Banjo-Kazooie, the 100% playthrough. So, until then, this is Angel Star, signing out from Star Jettison. Oh, almost forgot. Don't forget to check out my YouTube Friday for the Donkey Kong movie concept. Okay, for real this time. Take care.